Every morning, Richmond receives a wake-up call. This comes at 4 a.m, as planes fly low over Janine Languish's home, leaving her unable to get back to sleep. She finds the impact the noise has on her social life the hardest to deal with, as it leaves her unable to relax.
When you're trying to sleep, you want to have the windows open to keep you cool, but you can't because the planes are even worse. And then it's just impossible to sit in the garden if they're going overhead. And it also spoils things like we have a lot of open-air concerts and they have music at Kew Gardens and all that. And that's all ruined by the fact that every 70 seconds there's a plane going over.
Janine isn't alone. A new report by the Civil Aviation Authority found that just over 270,000 people were affected by aircraft noise around Heathrow in 2014, putting the figure at a 13-year high. This has led several members of the London Assembly to question Mayor Boris Johnson on his policy to tackle aviation noise in the capital, with calls for residents to receive a fairer deal.
When you go knocking on doors in Hounslow, Chiswick, Richmond, the first port of call is the noise. The way to deal with that is I think the airport needs to offer a lot more to those residents that have been affected by their business and its mitigation and compensation for those suffering noise over 40 decibels.
Technology too may play a part in noise reduction, and a breakthrough may have come from a strange source: owls. Research by Cambridge University has found that a coating mimicking the wing structure of owls can be used on turbines and wings to reduce sound. This could be applied to planes, and experts believe it could reduce the noise by as much as 10 decibels.
We've designed a device which is inspired by the owl, but we've designed what we call finlets, and these finlets act to hold the turbulent boundary layer just a little bit away from the trailing edge, and that seems to work.
Heathrow were unavailable for interview, but in a statement said the airport's noise footprint has fallen tenfold since the early 1970s, despite the number of flights doubling. They are currently trialling steeper angles of descent and continued runway alternation to give respite to affected residents. They remain committed to working with these communities in order to develop further plans. Residents, though, remain unhappy, with more people affected by aircraft noise in the capital than at any previous London mayoral election. With research into technological measures years away from being completed, how the candidates plan to tackle the noise could have a big say in who is sitting in City Hall come the 5th of May. Alex Knight, City News.